Back in session, and we do have a motion coming out of, moved by Mayor Krantz, second by Councillor Knoll, that report LBS 5113 be deferred until September 2013 in order to allow 4 local municipalities to consider the proposed further modification to ROPA 38 following a full review of their respective staff, and regional staffs be directed to seek from the Ontario Municipal Board alternative pre-hearing dates in October 2013 for the hearing of motion for partial approval. That's on everyone's desk. And the mover, Mayor Krantz.
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. And again, thanks to the seconder for this motion to get it on the floor, Councillor Knoll. Chairman, first of all, I want to apologize as well for the short notice of this. And again, as everyone's well aware, a lot of us elected people, including yours truly, got the documentation on short notice as well. And I would like to think, for the most part, I always do my homework, and I've not had a chance to go through this document in any detail at all. So hence the motion that is on the floor. And I realize and recognize the sensitivity and the confidentiality around this report for that short notice, and I'm well aware of that. But really publicly would want to thank the staff, in my opinion, for a job well done, recognizing that sensitivity that evolves around something that's going to have an impact on this region in the 4 municipalities for the next 20 or 30 years. And it is, and I would say this publicly as well, it's been a long, drawn-out session. We had to go in camera, certainly to discuss the issue because of the potential litigation there. But it's rather unfortunate that we only have roughly half the regional council here on such a really, really important thing, and there's nothing that you or I or anybody else can do about that. But I think transparency is very, very important as to what we do here. And I'm not going to suggest for a moment that it's a shotgun approach, far from it, but there's a few loose ends there, and I think we've been assured by staff that they will be taken into consideration from us elected people in the 4 municipalities within the region of Fulton, and that gives me a bit of comfort as well with regards to these documents. So with that, Mr. Chairman, I would ask for a recorded vote, because I still feel fairly strongly that we have not had enough time to really have proper and good input into it at this level. So thank you.
I'll ask the seconder if he wants to speak as well.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yes, I did second the motion, and I'm always willing and happy to support my colleagues to get their motions on the floor for a robust and fulsome debate. I will not be supporting the motion that I've seconded, largely because during the in-camera session, I believe that the staff did a wonderful job of detailing a very good plan of attack, and I'm totally satisfied with the approach and proceeding as has been laid out before us.
Councillor Best is next.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, similar comments to the previous speakers. Just my concern is not only the time, but also the, what would you call it, something out of left field that we had to report down from the Minister of Infrastructure and Transportation, just stating that Halton, oh, by the way, you're getting 40,000 more people. I respectfully disagree with regional staff and their report stating that it may not have any effect. From what I can see, that's almost like another secondary plan just put on our table. So I agree with the Mayor's motion to defer this, because we have basically had less than 8 hours to read, and some of us have been more diligent than others in trying to read all this documentation. But it's something that's very complicated, and usually the process we had previously through the Halton Urban Structure Plan is the region would take a position, consult with the local councils, then come back to the next cycle. And I understand the timing difficulty till September, but I would have preferred to have some sort of consultation with the local councils, because staff may have been involved, local councils haven't.
Councillor Vogel was next.
Well, I can appreciate that some people are saying that they'd like some more time, but I think for one thing, all of our staff have been looking at this and have been on side all the way along and would have alerted us, I believe, if there had been an issue with it. And certainly the Halton Hills Council got the bulk of this at our last meeting. We have our own lawyer involved in the negotiations, and we were unanimously in support of it. So I don't hesitate to approve it today, so I won't be supporting the deferral.
Councillor Elgar?
Thank you very much, and I'd like to thank staff for the in-camera portion, which helps me become very comfortable with what they're doing there. I've got a question of staff, though. Councillor Best just mentioned about this 40,000. This 40,000, is this part of what we're approving?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, I'm not sure that he's speaking to 40,000, but to the amendment number 2 to the growth plan that was in the memo in Council's package that talked about 2041 and a new growth target in the region at 1 million people. That would be considered as part of the next 5-year review to the region's official plan. It has no bearing or effect on the matters before the intermunicipal board now.
Thank you very much, because I really needed clarification, because that's the way I read it also. Thank you.
Councillor Best for the last speaker.
Well, on our desks today, we have from Mr. Maneri on page 2 of the report, the updated forecasts. Existing forecast 2031A, 780,000. Updated forecast populations 2031B, 820,000. This is right from the places to grow. And that's my concern, that I haven't had a chance to get proper consultation with planning and legal staff if that is or is not part of what we're talking about.
Just so you know, Councillor Adams has advised me on that issue and other business. He wants a process as the Chair of Public Works to have it come. He's advised me of that, and thank you to Councillor Adams. Under other business, he will be dealing with that issue and what he would like to do as Chair of Planning Public Works. Just in closing, I won't be supporting it for the simple reason, as all of you know, this has been the most comprehensive consultation on our official plan that the region has ever done on any issue. We spent more time for 3 years out with the public, out with the individuals. I will remind everybody around this table, we had a unanimous recorded vote, 21 out of 21, with all local municipalities agreeing to it as well. And if you don't think that was a tough thing to do, let me tell you, it was extremely tough. And every local council and every regional councillor stood in their place and voted for it. In terms of the updates through this entire process, it is the nitty-gritty about this and this. All of the local municipalities have been at the table through all of the mediations and know what has been in this report. And so we don't need any more time, and I will not be voting in favor of this particular motion by the mayor, but he has asked for a recorded vote, so I will do that now. And it's moved by Mayor Krantz, second by Councillor Knoll, that LPS, whoops, sorry, wrong one, that the report LPS be deferred until September that I read out before. And you wanted a recorded vote on that? So all in favor of the amendment by Mayor Krantz will now rise and remain standing until recognized by the clerk.
Councillors Best, Krantz, Lambert.
All those opposed will please rise and remain standing.
Chair Carr. Councillors Adams, Bennett, Burton, Duddick, Elgar, Fogel, Goldring, Knoll, Sharman, and Taylor.
So that is defeated. And Councillor Elgar wanted a recorded vote on the report LPS 51-13. So that is the report. All those in favor will please rise and remain standing until recognized by the clerk.
Chair Carr. Councillors Adams, Bennett, Burton, Duddick, Elgar, Fogel, Goldring, Knoll, Lambert, Sharman, and Taylor.
All those opposed?
Councillors Best, Krantz.
So that carries. We now have the, we're moving back. It's moved by Councillor Knoll, second by Councillor Taylor, that this committee of the whole rise resolve back into council and report. All those in favor, That is carried.